the Castle Awoyaya project. The project started just like a dream, just like play, and then it's a very challenging project. When we started the project, everywhere was actually a thick forest. I mean a thick forest, not just a thick forest, a normal thick forest. It's a forest indeed, and it is swampy land. It's 75% swampy. Most of the time, we have to actually fly fence to actually enter into the land and jump about a couple of fences, more than 5 fences before we actually get there. So even getting to the Castle Awoyaya now, we have to be the one to actually construct the road inside the mud of water. It was everywhere. The road, everybody's actually benefiting and working on along Awoyaya now. It's actually a waterlogged area. Everything's actually waterlogged with palms and the likes. We took it upon ourselves to actually create the access road first. Back then, when we actually unveiled the project, we unveiled the style of what we actually want to construct, and there's been a lot of backslash that it's impossible. How will you achieve this thing that you've actually put out? Because it's actually our first the construction project back then, and then we've got a lot of motivation that we have to actually get this done, to actually prove to the world that we actually really what we actually want to do, and as a company to actually bring out the tone of the kind of company that we are, a name that people can actually really trust. People don't actually really believe in us when we started the project, but when we immediately actually made some sample and couple of units, and then people were actually really amazed with the results, what we promised, and that we were able to actually really fulfill them. People were actually really amazed. So, and then now we have a whole high demand on a daily basis for the same project that people once did not believe in. We started the project 2021, and then it's 2 years now that we've been building the project, and then we're very, very proud of what we've actually done there. Looking at the challenges we've actually faced there, and then our clients are also proud of us. Though at some point we actually promised them maybe 6 months of delivery, but we had a lot of challenges because of the soil formation. The soil formation of the Castle Awoyaya is absolutely bad, that we have to actually call upon some experts to actually see what we can actually really do to make sure we actually conquer this very bad soil. We don't have to compromise everything. We have some people might just build anything and then leave the house for clients, and then after a year or two, and then the house starts cracking or sinking or whatsoever. So because of our name and our integrity, because we want to still remain in the market, so we have to actually introduce what we call piling. We have to actually start piling over 13 points for a particular bungalow, and we are going, that's 24-meter depth for 13 points. It's as if we are building duplexes just to construct bungalows, and then we've actually done that close to about 70 units of bungalows. It's very, very challenging. As a matter of fact, it's beyond what our client has paid. At least we have to spend more than 45% of what the client has actually paid to make sure that this foundation is actually being done.
We have time limits for pile, because once we take our time to do the pile, the depth matters a lot. Getting the actual depth till we get to the solid, sharp sand so the building can stand on the pile properly. Then we need to give it time for it to cure. Some about 6 months, a year. So that's the major reason why the pile takes time, because if it doesn't get cured and we put the load on it, it's going to affect the integrity of the structure. The materials we are using for our pile, we use top-notch materials. We don't compromise when it comes to materials, like from our steel rebars to our concrete to our mix ratio and everything. We give the best because we want a lasting solution to any soil problems, and that's why we're doing the pile.
And then with the foundation of the Castle Awoyaya bungalow, we realized after our integrity test, it shows that the house can even last more than 210 years without any crack.